Hey, Janavi. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just seemed to freeze and I wasn't getting any comments. Hey, Danny baby. Glad you made it. Thank you for being here. Hey, Aqua. I'm glad you found me again. Technical issues there. So, Janavi, yeah, I've got your question there. Yeah, I think it was something to do with the spammer. I blocked them and then it just seemed to freeze the whole thing. So I hope everyone can find me here again. Okay, let's get started. As usual, pop your questions in the chat. 1 card free. If you'd like a detailed 3-card spread, the link to buy me a coffee is there. So that's situation, the guidance, hi Anne, and the likely outcome. And I'm doing something a bit different. I'm going to try the rider weight today. Don't actually use this that often. Okay, Janavi, this is for you. What is the motive of this relative? What is the motive of this relative, Akshay? Hey, Judite. Just clarify that question, Janavi. Sorry if you did in the other one. So there's a relative who's going to go and see Akshay, is that right? If you could give the live a like, guys, I'd really appreciate that. So they're visiting Akshay to sort of check in on what's going on. Okay. Spirit, what is the energetic motive of this relative in relation to Akshay, please, Spirit? Five of Cups. So their leading energy, what's driving them, what's their motivation is there is some kind of loss and disappointment here. Okay. So perhaps in relation to, I would say, with what's happening to the situation, there's an overall low mood about the circumstance. Now, there are always with this card, the 5 of Cups, there's this 2 cups that remain. So going into this situation to see, so I hope take what resonates with this, Janavi. Just going to channel and then you make sense, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. 2 of Cups is about to see what's left of this situation, to see if if there's anything good, if there's any potential here for it. But the overall mood and emotion, can you see how obviously they're in a protective, cloaked, in a defensive energy and focusing at the moment on the loss and disappointment? Could that directly be connected to that their wishes, I don't know how invested they are in Akshay's actions, connected to disappointed about this engagement, this pending wedding? So I hope that makes sense to you, okay? Guys, I've got my first troll. I hope I can get rid of them. Okay. Aqua, is my next job opportunity coming from... That's what I would say, Janavi. That same disappointment, sense of loss and sense of losing something. Hi, Valencia. Okay, so we've got Aqua next. Is my next job opportunity coming from Adele? So Aqua, don't do yes, no questions. So it would be more... I can look, I guess, energetically, the best way to frame this is energetically between you and this situation, okay? You and this company, if that's what it is. Is Adele a company or a person? But yeah, so just to be mindful that I don't do yes, no questions. A friend, okay. Oh, how strange. This just came out just before. I've seen it's repeating. So this could be... They're certainly have your best interests at heart, Aqua. So they're trying to find an opportunity for you, but this isn't a definitive yes, because there's this, again, this sense of sort of loss and disappointment, which might be from you, maybe, of what you've experienced job opportunity wise. Maybe things haven't panned out as you'd hoped, or that's what could be coming through. So they'll certainly, I feel like, invest some energy into trying to almost create opportunities, or certainly exploit opportunities that do appear, just with these two cups that are still standing. But there is some kind of loss and disappointment here as well, connected to them, with maybe an opportunity fell through and things didn't pan out the way that they hoped, or maybe that's what's coming through in the near future. But I feel like that their heart's in the right place and that the effort will certainly continue, but this isn't a definitive yes. It's more like additional support from them, okay? And let's have a look at Reneal's current thoughts and feelings about you. If you could give this live a like, guys, I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be awesome. This is for Anne. Let's have a look at Reneal's current thoughts and feelings. Thank you, Janavi, for the coffee. I really appreciate that. Do you want the 3-card reading, Janavi? Cool. So I'll just move through. So we've got Anne, we've got Valencia, and then Janavi's booked the 3-card. This is for Anne. Reneal's current thoughts. Hi, Danny. I see you. You're after Anne. I see that Reneel's energy is taking some time out. The Four of Swords is I always see it as a card of contemplation, but also of retreating. It's a card, it can be a card of needing to rest, but kind of mental rest, emotional rest, yeah. And we see him, this is him here, so laid out. These swords, like I say, they represent communication, thought, the mind. So potentially being up in his head, overthinking. And then this is kind of reaching that point, yeah, you know, when you're sort of overthinking, and it really can actually lead to sort of some exhaustion, some feelings of exhaustion, yeah, mental exhaustion, really. So his energetically, and he is in a place of retreat, introspection, and I would say regaining his center. So I don't see any movement at the minute. If it's still, if it feels quiet, that's why. Obviously, this will change after the rest. Then something will come next. But for now, he's in a place of retreat, like withdrawn. Okay, Danny, this is for you. Energy of Nero towards you. Hey, you. Danny, baby. The cards are jumping around for you, Danny. They're excited. Energy of Nero towards you. Hi guys, no, anyone joining? Just no yes, no questions. But if you can frame it, let's say I'm an energetic reader. Hi Valencia, I see you. I believe you're after Danny. Thanks for the reminder though. Of course, no problem, Danny, as long as you can hear me, or you can always watch this back. I always post my lives, guys, as well, if you want to kind of go back and re-watch what's been said. Sometimes you can hear something new. Spirit, please bring a clear message. Nero's feelings for Danny, please. Oh, wow. Knight of Wands. Fire, passion, action. See this knight charging in, yeah? So this is, like I say, an attraction. It's forward moving energy, okay? So someone coming in fast, someone charging in, driven, okay? So with one ruled by the element of fire. So that is, it really rules our heart. So connected to passion, attraction, it's not really coming from a head place, but it's coming from a physical attraction place, our heart's desires. So this is a really positive card, particularly say when you're kind of getting to know someone. Yeah, this is nice to see if it's quite new, because with a knight there is that kind of youthful energy around it, yeah, like that element of fun, like a flirting, of that kind of chatting stage. Because obviously it doesn't have to be youthful in age, but it's just youthful in You know, when someone makes you feel like a teenager again, when you've got a crush on someone, that kind of energy is what I'm seeing. So that's a positive card, Danny. The attraction is there. I feel like we've had similar cards come through with that as well. Sort of wands, maybe fire. Valencia, what are Pharrell's current feelings towards you? Yeah, exactly. The passion is there. The physical attraction is there. It's that flirty stage, that crush stage. It's exciting. Okay, Valencia, Pharrell's current feelings towards you. Let's have a look. Okay, Valencia. Ten of Swords. So this is some quite heavy energy. There's some pain and angst going on. So I don't know if you want to tell me, you know, kind of the more context of the situation that you feel comfortable with sharing, just so I can address this. Is this between you two? Is it, you know, is it connected to a breakup, or if it's something that's going on energetically with them just separate to this connection, if that makes sense. But the Ten of Swords is about going through a lot of pain and suffering. We see this person who is really just quite broken. They have 10 swords in their back. It's that situation, the end of a cycle when you feel like so done, like the worst has happened in something. Your worst fears, thoughts coming true, whatever that might be. And I feel like energetically this is them, okay? So something has really done a number on them. Tell you what resonates, if it connects with what you've been through, or if this is something, like I say, outside of the connection that is taking up this person's energy, okay? Of overwhelm, of being done. There has to be some healing. Now, the positive of the Ten of Swords is that this is the end of this cycle, okay? So the worst has happened, and the only way is up from here, because what comes next is the Ace. So it's that new beginning, it's that fresh start. Something new will start, and it is the end of this level of suffering, and this cycle, whatever's caused the pain, is coming to an end. So like I say, if that applies to the connection, or if that applies to energetically, could be what's just going on for them outside of it. Okay, Janavi, this is your 3-card in-depth reading. So let me just go over this. I've done all I can do in the situation. Asked him to open up, yeah, so that we can solve it. Spoke to his father, now it's up to God. We thought I won't be speaking to him unless he stands up for me. Okay. What the question being, what is Akshay's feelings on the situation? I have a feeling that they will break up and cancel the wedding. Okay. So this is taking a deep dive on Akshay's feelings about the situation as a whole. Janavi, yeah, not just the wedding, rather the whole thing, including you, including his dad. Is that right? Yeah. going to really tune into Akshay's energy now. Okay. Upside down. So I'm going to take into account the reversal energy, okay? Because it's on its head, and what's on its head is the Ten of Cups. So look, this is the marriage, the kids, the family, yeah? Emotional fulfillment. So the Ten of Cups can represent this, and the Ten of Pentacles has very similar energy. But this is more focused on, less on the practical and more on just someone's emotional well-being. So this is at the heart of it, okay, is what I feel of his energy is that what he wants is to be committed, is to have a long-term relationship. And weirdly, it's like how it's skewed is that what's putting it on its head is who it's with, yeah, okay, that it's essentially energetically not right for him, which is what you see with we've seen with his family, and energetically what we've seen in the past, okay? But it's like what's driven him and what's driving him is like in his heart's desired is this drive to have family, to have children, to have that. Maybe he feels pressured to do that as well. So hence why there's a rushing towards it. But maybe just something that he desires. But so this is why he's let this situation carry him, okay, and kind of surrendered his thoughts and feelings and will in a way about it. And he's just that gives us insight into what drives his behavior and why he's doing this. But he is aware somewhere as well, because this is reversed, that this situation is wrong in many ways because it's upside down, so it's inverted. And he's almost at the expense of himself and you, really, as well. Others around him who he cares about has let this happen, has gone for this. So what's the advice? The advice is the Four of Wands, which weirdly, this is the card of marriage, okay? But this is what I see as the advice is, can you see how this is not reverse, this is right way up, this is a happy marriage. And this card is about making a commitment to something that is real, making a commitment to yourself as well. So I really feel quite strongly that he thinks that there's some kind of fear here that if he gives this up, that he's scared that he won't be able to have this marriage, have that outcome that he wants. But what he doesn't see is that there's this happy marriage that is born from love and is born from is energetically aligning with him, okay? Is possible. So through, say, ending this, or say, by closing the door on one situation, another door always opens. And this really is about him having to energetically, I think, commit to himself, as in commit to his own happiness. Because there's something about that is sacrificing his happiness for the goal, and he doesn't, and it's there's a lot of fear in there as well, which I feel. And maybe he thinks this is what he has to do. He might never be able to get married if he doesn't do this. But he doesn't see in a way that here is the guidance from spirit, here is the advice saying you can have it all really, but you need to commit to something real and commit to yourself as well. So there's some issues maybe of self-worth going on here. Like I say, is there a pressure here that he has to get it done now, or it might never happen? Another reversal. The likely outcome, the devil. Now the devil is, as we know, is about toxic ties, okay? So this is what we've seen in the past as well. And this is about, again, almost all that we've talked about, as in it's his kind of toxic behaviors, toxic ideas that drive us. It's all about, the shoulds, what we think we should do, in going against what we want, what we desire. The devil is ties between people that are toxic. So all it can be about addictions for some people as well. But I think here it applies directly to this toxic relationship that we see with her. Now, what's interesting though, is because this was reversed, that can be freeing yourself from this, okay? So this would say currently, energetically, the likely outcome is that he will be freed from this toxic connection. So that's something positive to take away from this. So this is the situation, Janavi. This is, just so you know, the placements that can be helpful. This is the guidance from spirit, telling him he needs to not sacrifice his emotions in this. And the likely outcome is the devil reversed. So even though this is kind of a negative, there are no negative cards in the deck as such, but this talks about toxic behaviors, toxic connections. But because it's reversed, it does come with the message that he will be able to free himself from this. So that is positive, really. Is positive to see. It's being able to cut ties and remove yourself from this situation and leave it in the past. So some important messages there, but ultimately I would say hopeful because of this devil card at the end, because of its reversal in particular. So I hope that resonated, Janavi. It's interesting to see what's driving him is this kind of expectation that he wants to get married, and maybe feels that this is his chance, but at the sacrifice of his emotions. Yeah. So Elham, are you still here? Hi to the people who are joining. Thank you for being here. If you're enjoying the live, if you could give me a like, if you could subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said in my pinned comment, it's one card free. Or if you'd like an in-depth, there is a link to buy me a coffee for a free card in-depth reading, okay? Valencia, I did your reading before. Did you miss it? I think you missed it, yeah. It will be posted, so it'll upload. I'll always post my live, so you'll have to go, if you can go back and rewatch it then, but I did do it. No worries. Hey Nat Nat, hey Cindy. Hey Blaster and Cameo. I'm just checking Elham. I don't think he's still here, so we'll move on. Hey Black Rose. Hey you. Are you still here? Hey you. Okay, Valencia, cool. I don't want to read for anyone who's not here. Okay, right. I'm just going to stop questions now because I just want to make sure I've got through everyone that's posted, okay? So bear with me. There we go. Okay, so Elham, cool, you're still here. Okay, so I know you asked a sort of yes/no question, so I'm just going to reframe that because is it okay to apply to the university for this semester? That's not really a question for tarot. I don't know if you want to would say there's no harm in applying. Oh, thank you, Nat Nat. Do you want to? I'll do your free card reading, Nat Nat. If you've got an in-depth question. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for the coffee. So Elham, do you want to look energetically what's going on, say, between you and moving forward with university? Just give me a bit more context of what you're wanting to know. No, that wasn't for you. So Elham, just your question. So it was about, I don't do yes/no questions, okay? Is it okay to apply to the university for this semester? So that's not something that tarot would really be helpful and how that I read, okay? So just try to reframe the question, or I'm going to move on to the next one, but I'll come back to you, okay? Just what you need to know right now, you know, if you just want a general, something like that, okay? But I don't do yes/no questions. Right, I just want to keep things moving here, so Golden Bark, what do my current work prospects looks like, okay? Thank you, Janavi. So I'm going to make that the last question, guys, okay? Because I just, I need to come off, but as in, you know, I want to get through everyone's questions, so. This is for Golden Bark, though. current work prospects, what do they look like? Golden Bark, this is for you. I'm going to take that hops out, jumped out. The Emperor, this is good energy, particularly in career. Okay, Golden Bark, the Emperor is a major arcana. So it tells me that strong energies are surrounding you, are there's a lot of potential here. Okay, now to get the outcome that you want, the Emperor is about taking control of a situation. Okay, so this is the Emperor is actually, it aligns very much with boss energy. So I don't know if that's your goal, or it would suggest that that's you have the potential to move into a position of management or a position of where you have a team which you're leading. Okay, so also to bring that energy with you, so it's about being quite no nonsense energy as well. So working on really projecting that image as in someone who I feel like you do know what you're doing, and you are ambitious, and you have a lot of talent. And like I say, the Emperor is in a position of authority, really. So if that's something that you've been looking at, could be something coming into the near future, but it's like a leveling up that I see happening. And really it's about not doubting yourself, so making that decision to really embody this Emperor energy, okay, and lean into your leadership qualities. Don't suffer fools as well. I would say, like, maybe you need to take, I'm feeling like there's maybe a harder line that you would need to take, or a tougher line that you might need to take at work. I don't know if you have a tendency to be not pushed around, that feels too strong, but maybe just peace loving. And this is kind of to take, like I say, just to be mindful of how you communicate, to say this is how it's going to be, rather than letting other people tell you how it's going to be. Okay, so I hope that resonates. Very positive cards come through though, particularly for career. Okay, so Cameo, this is for you. You're welcome, Golden Bark. So Cameo would like to know what is coming towards you. Let's have a look now. Cameo, are you still here? Just give me a shout. Hey Elham, I just mentioned about, if you go back, I explained about the if you wanted to reframe your question, okay? Because I don't do yes or no questions. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Cameo, are you still here? Just give me a shout. Maybe not, maybe Cameo's gone. Want to keep it moving, so yeah, let's okay, I've removed some guides. We've had some spammers today. Just really froze off the energy. but we'll just keep it positive and tune them out. I think Cameo has left. Give me a shout, Cameo, if you're not. So Samia, are you still here? General future reading for me. Sorry, Janavi, that wasn't directed at you. I totally agree with what you're saying. I've removed them. Hi, you. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Kerry. I'm not taking any more questions at the moment, but I'll be back on live on Wednesday. So I'll go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays. Saumya, this is for you. General future reading. I'm going to take that. Saumya, this is for you. Major Arcana, the Moon. So always, like I say, when I see Major Arcanas, there's potentially quite intense energies that I see around you at the moment, Saumya. Some kind of potential possibility for a transformation. So you might be feeling things particularly deeply, with it being the moon as well. So there is a full moon coming up. But the moon is about, there's a situation or something that is bringing up your anxieties that I'm seeing. So the moon can be about our insecurities bubbling up and coming to the surface. Okay. So if this is your career, like you say, so absolutely take what resonates to how it aligns with you, with what's at the forefront of your life, in a way, where your focus lies. Now, with the moon, it's really comes with the message as well that it's not, your insecurities are not founded necessarily in truth. This is a time to really trust your gut and trust your intuition. That's what will guide you through the situation. You might feel in the dark in some ways as well, like maybe someone is hiding some information, maybe even that colleagues or someone that you feel excluded in some way. Now, the moon will illuminate the truth in the future. Okay, so you will get those missing pieces and it will make sense as to why that you're feeling these insecurities. You know, if some information is being hidden from us and then it comes to light, and it's almost like your intuition and your gut, you know, tells us first, doesn't it? Tells us first that something feels off. But you aren't doing anything wrong. It's a time to not sink into self-doubt, but to really try to anchor yourself in what you know that you're good at, your skills, that you are good enough. So don't let self-doubt swallow you up. This is something that might keep you up at night. But you see this person here, like furrowed brow, worried, anxious. These dogs represent barking at the moon. It's like they represent our insecurities and fears. So trust your intuition. You need to just trust your intuition and don't fixate on waiting for that information to come through and then you can rest, if that makes sense. It's like this insecurities are unfounded. So this is, like, don't let this wobble take you down. It's a major arcana as well. So just trust your gut. Your gut will get you through this, as well as who to trust and who not to. So there may be people around you who don't have their best interests at heart and then will feed into your insecurities, okay? Block them off energetically. Okay, Elham, let's have a look at yours. So you applied for university. I want to know if I'll receive a positive answer from this semester. Okay, what I'll do is, so again, no yes, no questions, but I'll just energetically see what's going on. You're welcome, Samia. Okay, so this is a positive card. The Three of Cups, Elham, is a card of celebration. So this is very encouraging to see. This is you celebrating with friends. See how everyone is raising a cup here. So there's some kind of, it's leading towards a celebration, and which I see is I'm drawn to as well. So I don't know when this would be. I just see the pumpkin, which represents fall, autumn, which obviously we're already in now. So as if it's the news is, I don't know the timelines of these things, but you know, if it's what's the word? It's very near. It's imminent. That's the word that I'm looking for. But so I see you getting the outcome that you would like, Elham. It does seem very positive. This card is really full of joy and uplifting emotions. Okay, it's quite straight to the point. There isn't any sort of complexity with this. I just see you with friends who maybe have also applied for the university, or you and family. Take what resonates, but celebrating and there being a positive outcome. Okay, so you will be happy with the outcome with the current energies that I see. Cindy, what is Brian's current energy towards you? Oh, and hey you. And then I'll move on. Sorry, hey you, if I've missed you there. Right, let's keep it moving. Okay, let's have a look at Brian's current feelings. What I'm thinking I'm going to have to do moving forward is, if you get a 3-card reading, I'm going to cue jump that to prioritize it. Okay, I think that's the best way, the fairest way to do this. Thanks for I'm just experimenting with the best ways to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to continue on with the free readings. Okay. But I know Janavi and Natnat have in-depth readings. So I'm just conscious of the time, and I'm going to cue jump after this, after Cindy's reading. Okay. So Cindy, this is for you. Okay, Page of Swords. Good energy here, Cindy. Page of Swords has something to say, okay? So there's some, I don't know the situation of, you know, the more context, I always say the more context that you give me, the more detail that I can pass on the message. But the Page of Swords energy is in a determined state of mind, okay? They can be quite direct in their communication. If they're not naturally like that, then that's something that is something Okay, misunderstanding. So, Page of Swords is ruled by the mind, okay, and thinking and communicating. See how he's got his sword pulled back here, but ready to charge in, okay, ready to come in. Now, the page, this is again energetically, it's youthful. So, some immaturity, some pride, some ego here. But they are poised. You see here, they are poised and ready to come in, okay, with something to say. I feel like they've retreated to they have thought about what they want to say. Now, there could potentially be almost some harshness with the delivery in this. I don't know if that's how they are, like some kind of bluntness, some kind of, again, because of the pride, because of the ego. So I would say be prepared for that, but try not to be reactive to it, okay? Because it comes from a place of some kind of immaturity and, like I say, based in pride and ego. So I think the best way for you to respond to this is obviously to be clear about what you want and how you feel. But don't be thrown off don't get caught up in the delivery of this. It will soften. There might be some harshness initially, some kind of defensive energy. Um, but it's almost like he needs to say it for himself, he needs to come back and kind of say, well, this is what I thought and this is my point of view. And so I hope that resonates, okay? But expect communication to come in, Cindy, is what I'm seeing. Definitely, whenever we see Page of Swords, that's news, information, communication coming through. Okay, so Nat, you paid for the detailed read, bought me a coffee for a detailed reading. Thank you very much. I'm going to your jump your question now, and then we've got Janavi, and then if there's any time left, guys, I'll continue with the free readings, but if not, that's on. I'll be back on Wednesday. I need to find Nat's question. I know it was a love reading, I believe. Seem to have disappeared. There we go. Love reading. Nat, thanks for your patience. This is for you. Okay, I'm just going to ground myself, center here into Nat's energy. Nat, if you can focus now as well. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And ask Spirit to bring some clear messages through regarding you and love. Oh, we're getting all the fun people coming in today. I'm going to take that. The situation. Guidance. And likely outcome. That one came out the other way, so I'm just correcting that. Right, current energies, Nat. 2 of Wands. Looking to the future, okay? Planning, being able to plan for the future. The Wands is passion, is fire. Now, is there someone who you've connected with? I'm just wondering if this is them actually contemplating your future. Because I know that you did had a few connections, but I actually don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is someone else coming through. Okay, so you may know who they are, or this could be something that's coming through in the future. It can be him. So you feel like it's connected, okay? Because this is someone who I like their energy actually. It feels grounded. I feel like they know themselves, but it's been silent. Okay, so there's some kind of contemplation going on here. Can you see how he is? This isn't you. This is definitely someone energetically connected in your romantic love journey. Okay, Nat. And the Two of Wands is about looking to the future, planning for the future. So I believe that he is thinking, contemplating about how you fit into this. Okay. And maybe previously energetically, he hasn't been able to, for whatever reason, actually, when we're consumed by something else energetically, someone else, life, whatever it might be, but it closes them off to actually being able to lift your head and actually go, what's next and what else do I want? And the Wands is about our heart's desires. It's about what we're attracted to, what we're drawn to. Um, and this is our heart's desire, so it's not a head thing. Guidance, justice, major arcana. This is connected to I feel like it goes back to your situation, Nat. I know that you're needing some kind of justice in your situation, the balancing of the scales. Okay. So this isn't blocking you, but this is energetically really impacting you. Okay. Now it does come with the promised justice as well. Hi, Aqua. I'm not actually taking any readings anymore. I did post that, so I'm really are you okay to postpone this for Wednesday? I'll just finish that's then I'll come back to you, Aqua. But I'm just not taking any more readings today. So the Justice card is a just outcome for you, Nat. Okay, a fair outcome. This is the promise of that, just with the placement of it, the guidance. So I feel like it's reassurance for you, because I feel like this has caused so much energetic interference, practical interference as well. Like it's impacting you so much. So this is the promise of a just outcome with that, but there's some acknowledgement of this, that's still very much affecting your journey, and something that obviously needs to, once you find closure and are freed from that, then it's going to make things a lot easier for you. Let's have a look at the likely outcome. The beautiful High Priestess, 2 major arcanas for you, Nat. This is you. So this is really you, Nat. It's beautiful energy. It talks about your personal power and that you are moving in that direction. It's about you have very strong empathic nature. So there's something maybe that your intuition is going to help you on this journey. Okay. Again, manifesting can be really helpful in this situation. It shows me how tuned in and open you are to that. And that's about, in a way, tapping into spirit's support so that you can draw this towards you. I hope this resonates and makes sense to you. There is a personal power in you that you're not tapping into fully, that channeling spirit, bringing spirit support in to shift these energies in the directions that you want to move this person towards you. This feels very clear that this person that is significant in this journey. So there is someone energetically there that you are connected to, okay? And the high priestess allows her intuition to guide her, is tapped into the subconscious. So if you pay attention to your dreams, that can guide you. If you meditate, if you practice manifestation, that's somewhere to place your energy and lean into, okay? Because there's some power in you that you aren't fully tapping into and utilizing. So I hope that resonated. Exciting to see someone in the picture, understanding that just outcome. I'm just a bit worried that I manifest him, but breaking his connection. That won't. That's not really of your concern, Nat. If it feels too much to manifest a specific person, if that feels too, you've got a block there, resistance, worried, which is really actually from such a loving place that you were worried about breaking a connection, then just start off with something, manifest an ideal partner. Yeah, just leave it to the universe. But if you feel like you've got resistance, say there, that block, that worry came up, just manifest an ideal partner. If that's easier, start there. Okay, so you are doing that. So if you're doing that already, then that's great. But if you wanted to get more specific, if energetically, that feels more potent, more powerful, then that's okay to do that and leave that bit up to the universe. Okay, it's always like leave the how to the universe. That's where you need to. That's how best way to manifest is just don't get caught up in the how. Okay, thanks, Aqua. So you'll be first on my list for Wednesday, okay, Aqua? I'm glad that resonates, Nat. Thanks, Aqua, for that. So be first on the list for Wednesday. And I'll post, I'll schedule the live so you know, Aqua, what time. Janavi, you know what time that I'll be here. It's generally around 11, half 11. Okay, last reading, guys, is Janavi. And this is another detailed 3 card, and this is Akshay's feelings for you. Is he planning to contact me and open up? Okay, this is last reading, guys. Thanks, Aqua. Appreciate that. I'm going to take that. So we're really zooming in now on Akshay's feelings, actions towards you, Janavi. Interesting. 8 of Wands. This is about fast moving energy, Janavi. So we see all these wands firing in. So it's like there's a lot of movement that I see here, which is interesting because that's not obviously what you've been experiencing. I can only read this energetically. So the wands is that again, that fire, that passion. I'm drawn to this new growth. Did you? Okay, that's great. That's confirmation. Further confirmation. So this could be coming in. You could get communication come through from him, Janavi. It's fast, it's furious. Wands, again, like I always say, is ruled by the element of fire. So that's about passion. It could even, if that anger, okay, so it's not very nice of obviously for you to experience if he's, I know you've fallen out. But it kind of in this situation, I almost feel like it speaks of the passion and the level of I don't I don't see it as negative, okay? So it's more like, so sometimes it's okay to have disagreements, okay, and to almost to fall out, which particularly in this situation, okay, because it's about, it's about a situation that it needs to be disrupted. The dust needs to be kicked up, okay, of a situation like you've shaken something up. There's lots of moving parts in this situation, okay, connected to you've set something off energetically with his father. He has a relative visiting who's also disappointed about this situation. So there's a lot going on. There's almost a lot coming at Akshay as well. But this, I see his energy anyway coming in. So I think this is for future, okay? So if it is angry, even if it is annoyed to you, don't feel like, oh God, this is terrible. It's almost like that this is part of the process. Like I say, kicking up the dust, shaking this situation up. He's going to be, because we've seen how defensive he's been in the past. We see it getting in a way for things to break down, for this connection to be broken, the devil connection. It's going to be a bit messy. I just was thinking of the tower. Sorry, let out a little squeal there. But the tower, so it's breaking down. This is exactly what we were talking about. Okay, the tower is just that. So this is further confirmation, it getting shaken up, sudden change, sudden loss. Him and his fiance, I've forgotten her name, sorry. This is a tower moment. This is it breaking down energetically. This could be already underway. This tower is on fire. This tower is crumbling. They're in a free fall. Now the universe has stepped in, yeah. So there's this crack of lightning. And it's beginning to break down. Five of Swords. This is particularly the action I want to focus on, get really specific about the action that it's going to take to you. Five of Swords, again, kind of that need for even some harsh truths to be shared, okay, with the Five of Swords. This is something that you can recover from. And even though it'd be challenging for you, Janavi, because it's not nice, is it, to have this unrest and this disruption between you and him, when I understand and I really feel that you just want peace and you want that connection and you want to be able to move beyond all of this, okay? But the Five of Swords tells me that there is still some difficult conversations to be had, arguments even, but understand energetically this is part of, yeah, this is part of the process of it breaking down. It's a big thing, it's a big tie that's being cut. We saw the devil energy there. It's like cutting through a chain, yeah. And tower moments are just really do rock our world, rock his world, and it's rocked yours really. It has this, a butterfly effect, isn't it? Like his actions have caused a lot of pain and disruption, really. Yeah, so take that with you moving forward. If you find yourself having arguments, having, that harsh truths, then just understand that this is part of the process, because it's going to be tricky, it's going to get messy, but it's all right, it's all part of it. And remember to speak your truth, John Harvey. I know you have, but keep doing that. Don't be silenced. Okay. I hope that helped. Hope that resonated. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll confirm the time accurate. I will see you there. Hopefully, I will see everyone else there as well. You're very welcome, John Harvey, as always, and thank you so much for your support, as always. But love and light to everyone. Until the next time, till Wednesday, take care.